Survivors we are, survivors we are. Are you ready for the journey? Clarence Karim is the name. Yes indeed, survivors we are.
Hi, Clarence Karim here. Now, as you're no doubt aware, my last two blogs have been about my safe mode routine that I have in place to avoid a flare-up. So you join me here today on day 3, feeling a lot better. I did have some restless sleep, but no accidents, praise the Lord. However, I did wake up in quite a bit of pain, as I do believe I may have slept in one position the whole night, and so things might be slightly not quite right when you wake up. You'd expect a bit of pain. So I started the day with some light physio whilst laying in bed, lying on my left side, stretched out my right leg onto my left side in a kind of a 90-degree angle, and then twist my upper body to my right side, and then return back to a resting position, and then did it again, and then lied on my right side, and this time turned to my left, and then returned back to my resting position, and then I did a big kind of stretch to stretch out any kind of aches and pains I've got with my joints and stuff, and then once I'd done that, I stood up and then stretched out a bit, and once I'd stretched out, I then went into like a bend to kind of touch my toes, and as soon as I bent forward, as soon as I feel a little pain on my hernia, I bring myself back up, and it did help. I felt that routine did help, and once I'd done that, I drank some double strength Diarrhelite just to wash anything down and help my digestion. I then went for a shower, warmed up any of those muscles that felt a little stiff, and I maintained my semi-solid breakfast. After an hour or so, I did feel my bag filling up, which is a good sign, especially the last few days my output has been very slow and quite painful. Now, in an ideal situation, I'd like to give it one more day, but needs must, and I must go and get some, well, I did have to go and get some grocery shopping in, as I run out of all the basic stuff, my eggs, my bread, and quite a few essential items. I get into the car, and if you've got a hernia, you know, when you're getting into the car, you've got to kind of avoid trying to exacerbate it, getting in and getting out. Anyway, I managed to get to the shops, filled up my trolley with a couple of extra bits as well, as I'm there anyway, and I try and avoid shopping as much as I can. So if I'm out, I'll try and get as much as I can to avoid having to go again quite quickly. And as my trolley's getting heavier and heavier to push, I can feel the strain of my hernia kicking in, but I've got to persevere. I get to the checkout, I load up the car, and at this point, that's it, I'm in agony. I'm tapped out, trying to find a little bit of strength left to put my trolley away and drive off. When I get home, I regret buying those extra things, ice lollies and some frozen bits, because I've got 3 heavy bags now, and I've got to carry that into my house with the hernia playing up, and through the awkwardness of my pain and what have you, I've got to put the shopping away before things melt. And then I throw myself onto my bed, stretch out with my hot water bottle to try and calm things down. Now, I shall rest most of the day from any other heavy works and maintain my slow day just to get things back on track. Quite exhaustive, quite painful. That's life, and at least I can chill the rest of the day. Plus, the new Dexter TV show starts streaming today, so that's good. The road to recovery can be tricky, and chronic illness can be a setback on most daily routine lives that most people take for granted. Life has its challenges, but life has its rewards. Who knew that Dexter would be back after 10 years? And I've got ice lollies in the fridge. Call him out.
Survivors we are.